A tall stone wall ran the length of the southern side, where the road ran into the property. Green lawns and gardens surrounded the estate, encompassing 10 times the ground as the house itself. The estate had been commissioned by Dmitri Cantemir in 1711, when he was Prince of Moldavia, for a brief time before retreating to Turkey. "I see the Twin Peaks, but I see no gowns," Alex said, squinting down the valley. His gloved hand was on his gold-busted sword. Leather armor wrapped his chest and thighs, same as mine. A goatee cupped his chin and joined his mustache, but he'd shaved the rest of his face in the creek earlier, anticipating his ride into the estate, the arriving hero from abroad. Alec, the lover. Thomas, the warrior. I looked down at the golden ring on my finger, which bore the Empress's insignia, and I chuckled. Alec's wit and charm were always good friends on a long journey, and he wielded both with the same ease and precision with which I swung my sword. I nodded at my fair-headed friend as he turned his pale blue eyes toward me. "We're here to protect the sisters and their family, not wed them." "So then you cannot deny it. The sisters are on your mind. Not the mother, not the father, not the family, but the sisters. These 2 female frolickers who are the talk of Ukraine." Alec turned his mirth-twisted face back to the valley. Heat has come to the dog at last. To the contrary, though Alec could not know, I had taken a vow to Her Majesty not to entangle myself while here in Moldavia. She was all too aware of the sisters' reputations, and she suggested I keep my head clear on this long assignment that might too easily give us much idle time. "One favor, Thomas," she said. "Of course, Your Majesty." "Stay clear of the sisters, please. At least one of you ought to have a clear mind." "Of course, Your Majesty." But Alec was a different matter, and there was hardly any reason to deny him his jesting. It always lifted my spirits. If I were a woman, I would have loved Alec. If I were a king, I would have hired him to remain in my courts. If I were an enemy, I would have run and hid, because wherever you found Alec, you would find Thomas, and you would surely die unless you swore allegiance to the Empress. But I was the furthest thing from a woman. I had never aspired to be a king, and I had no mortal enemies save myself. My vice was honor, chivalry when it was appropriate, but loyalty to my duty first. I was Alec's closest and most trusted friend, and I would have died for him without a care in the world. He blew out some air in exasperation. "I've gone to the ends of the earth with you, Thomas, and I would still. But this mission of ours is a fool's errand. We come here to sit with babies while the armies dine on conquest?" "So you've made abundantly clear for a week now," I returned. "What happened to your yearning for these sisters? As you've said, they are rumored to be beautiful." "Rumors? For all we know, they're spoiled fat poodles. What can this valley possibly offer that the knights in Moscow can't? I'm doomed, I tell you. I would rather run a sword through myself now than suffer a month in that dungeon below." I could see through his play already. From frolicking sisters to suicide so quickly? You're outdoing yourself, Alec. "I'm utterly serious." His face flashed indignant. "When have you known me to sit on my hands for weeks on end with nothing but a single family to occupy me? I'm telling you, this is going to be my death." He was still playing me, and I him. "So now you expect me to give you leave to exhaust your fun here, then go gallivanting about the countryside seeking out mistresses in the other estates? Or would you rather slip out at night and slit a few evil throats so you can feel like a man?" He shrugged. "Honestly, the former sounds more appealing." His gloved finger stabbed skyward. "But I know my duty and would die by your side fulfilling it." He lowered his hand. "Still, as God is my witness, I will not tolerate a month of picking my teeth with straw while the rest of the world fights for glory and chases skirts. Don't be a fool, man. Boredom could not catch you if it chased you like a wolf. We'll establish a simple protocol to limit all access to the estate, post the sentries, and mind the women. I understand that the father will be gone most of the time. As long as our duties are in no way compromised, I will not stand in the way of your course."